The best players in the world, ZywOo in the roster. Imperial's got their work cut out for them. It's ZywOo and Spinks to defend at the B bomb site. Fur, Fallen, and the rest of Imperial working their way up Banana.
Collective to try and take B. Smoke for Fallen. He's setting that with Vinny as well right now. CT and Coffins, that's the standard play, and then Fallen will add his Molotov toward the new boxes, blocked by Spinks. This will give him a chance to walk in. ZywOo's already starting. We know how hot he's been lately, and the dualies for him will find two. Spinks fades off, having lost his teammate, doesn't want to overcommit and give up the site, but the bomb being secured by Vinny.
Yeah, ZywOo's done his job. Now you just kind of back away, wait for the reinforcements to arrive and go for that kind of a retake. What a shot from Magisk. One bullet, all that's necessary. Vinny's location is compromised and eliminated, and Fallen's got no chance.
Vitality are going to be a tough opponent if you're Imperial right now. Remember, Vitality nearly claimed a Legends spot. They had to go into that three-way shootout that Heroic ended up winning both best of threes in to take that single spot from Group B at the European Road to Rio. So they nearly didn't even have to be playing in this portion and therefore come in as one of the top-seeded teams in doing so.
AK-47, 3 Galils, Tech 9 on Fallen. He's got utility as well, but not much of it to set them up throughout the round.
ZywOo waiting with the MP9 at top of middle. Wants to try and farm up some cash, obviously get toward his customary AWP as soon as possible, but it's Bolts that now has the task of trying to hold down B, and he does so with the Galil. So the early buy based on the bomb plant, unsurprising for Imperials. Need out. Vinny's going to take a bit of damage from that. Dupree gets the boost. Vinny dropped.
Yeah, good kill. Break up the stack. ZywOo's going to shift into the A bomb site. Dupree going to wrap around towards Library to keep his eye on Rap side. Fur with a potential challenge. He's got an AK-47. Apex is here now as well in Arches. And man, Vitality's going to remain aggressive. Make sure they're always keeping track of this Imperial T side. Good pair of kills, and middle is denied. There's the swing. Good shot from Bolts. He's down low in a 1v2, but he's got Apex at low HP. He's tucked himself in a graveyard. And upgraded pistols. Fallen's got the hero AK-47 for the team. Oh, and he's got a double kill. All right, we'll give him that. What more can he find? 26 HP, but he wanted to pick up the pressure. Realizes it was a bad idea, preserves the lead.
Swap it. I know you've got head armor on other teammates. You've already found 2 kills with it, 26 HP. Give that off to someone.
He's probably like, nah, I got the hot hand. I got the hot hand with those kinds of kills.
There is confidence to be had for that. Bolts a little bit too slow to check the sandbags. Wanted to get toward that M4, but Apex knew what they were up to and went back to guard it, and therefore finds a kill. God, Gabriel, to try and give them a chance to open this up. ZywOo is alone, but he's in the pit, and the pit is so hard to deal with falling down. So now they can pick up that AK and return the favor, but ZywOo's not going to let them. He finds 3. It's Vinny finally getting the shot in return, but he's in a 1-on-2, and not a lot of room to work with because they're already approaching behind, and Spinks can push straight through this smoke. He is surrounded, and he doesn't know it yet. Even if he isolates the first one-on-one, Apex is on the flank.
I like this gameplay from Apex so far. Fearless at Banana in a 3-on-5 to find that first kill for his team. And Fearless as well on this flank coming through and just being convincing. That's a brilliant lineup for Fallen. He's blind. A lot of luck going his way. But man, it stings when you can't capitalize on that situation. Heroics from ZywOo, and this is what it's like to have one of the best players in the world on your team. One of the most consistent players.
Slow to respond from ZywOo, who's normally not someone you want to give a shot like that to, but it's forced off the angle. Bolts with a bit of damage and then throws a nade back in that direction. Will chunk Spinks down. Apex took quite a bit from that as well. Cello. That's exactly my point about ZywOo.
I was going to say, yeah, you're only going to have one shot at that opportunity, like literally one shot. One bullet
down,
fire.
Eminem. You almost went there.
I almost did. Good kill from Magisk on top of the balcony. Smoke clears. Dupree's going to add another one. The final, final warrior of being at every single major that Counter-Strike has had. Dupree showing what kind of his quality of a player.
And the first to cross the $2 million mark in prize money as well in CSGO. So his longevity is so impressive. And the interesting thing is entry frag, but they were there. They were in it all the way until the end. So.
Uh-oh, that's a mistake, a miscue, almost burns him alive. Apex with a kill. That's Vinny forced out by missing the smoke. And Spinks is gonna build on top of it. 6-0 in a 5-on-3.
I've confused myself, Jason, because
Yeah.
we were at Pro League and the RMR was right after.
Yep.
I meant the RMR they couldn't close out. Obviously, they won Pro League.
They
but
won
we
Pro
stayed
League.
in the same hotel in the same position, okay? It's a lot for me to
Yeah,
handle.
it blended together.
It did. Because, yeah, obviously what I meant was didn't get the legend spot to close that out. But, yeah, they obviously won Season 16 of Pro League. So Apex takes down Fallen, Cello, and Fur in a 5-on-2, and it's going to be a 7-0 scoreline. Have we seen 7-1 in Brazil yet today?
I don't think we've seen it yet.
I mean,
today.
we avoided that one, Jason, but we did just have the German organization come back to beat Brazil.
Sure did.
In Rio.
Well, maybe Vitality can give them one. Maybe they'll just maybe they'll let them have the next round just to get that little meme scoreline going.
Apex would like that, wouldn't he?
3 players at the B-bomb site to defend, 2 players to attack, 30 seconds on the clock. And as unlikely as it seems, I wonder if Cello and Fur are going to actually go for this. Maybe just say, look, we have to start limiting this money. We can't let them have a flawless round like this and build up even more bank. And I mean, it's not a matter of letting them
figure out who plays this evening in the 0-1 and 1-0 games. Dupree wants to get the shot. Same damage dealt, but he's being overwhelmed in terms of firepower rather than weaponry. It's Cello that gets the kill back, but he still managed to get 2, and that gives the advantage firmly to Vitality once again. Yeah, impressive control in that spray to find the second kill. Cello really wanted that AK-47. He's going to pay the ultimate price for it. However, the defense did shift out of the B bomb site, which should pass over an easy plant to Vinny. Bolts is already going to grab some standing, and he needs to have a huge performance here if they want to hold off this retake. Spinks is waiting patiently, content to just keep control of Ruins before his teammates arrive, and they're actually quite a bit of distance away. This is a lot of time into this bomb by the time they arrive, but still overwhelming superiority for Vitality. Spinks grabs that one. Vinny left in a 1v4. Smoke is going to cover him off. He's going to have to get aggressive, going to have to toss up a prayer. It would have to be the hand. Vinny trying to get some control. You said it, Inferno. He's got bolts with him. Nade's gonna go deep from Spinks, but he's just around the corner before they can capitalize on that. They would have heard that pin being pulled, but they don't get a clean line of sight. They have got one player further over than they would have expected, and Vinny's gonna get one shot off board. Apex doesn't re-peek. Not right away, so the smoke is able to isolate. And as he fires in, Fallen that'll cross with the bomb. Vinny doesn't dare. Oh, the nade is going to bounce the other direction. So Vinny's safe on that one. Fallen not. He's taken down to 30, and a second one from Apex will put him completely on the ground. They had the arsenal of nades sitting there waiting. He threw both of those.
Yeah, the stockpile. That's brutal. Fallen catches both of them.
Fern in awkward position right now. Really needs to be watching toward Coffins. He knows that smoke's got a timer. Forced back. Best chance yet to capitalize, and they're still down a man with Vinny on 20. Incendiary that'll bounce backwards, cover off toward Emo. Fur wanted to be sneaky. He knew he had to get away from his position. He wanted to go in toward the smoke, and CT instead. Magist gets Vinny out of this, and Cello needs a line up. Oh, he does hit the first. He does hit the first. Do they have the time? Second as well. Vinny's got them off the bomb. They don't have time to defuse.
Intimidating. They've got so much cash, so many more buys.
Shot from Bolt, successful. Nearly followed that. He had the lineup onto Spinks, but the utility too much, and accompanying that damage, the M4 too accurate. You're absolutely right, though. Mid is...
Well, the defense for mid is actually going to be in Boiler from Magisk. So there's some space for them to work with Cello and Fur.
Yeah, but the Zywoo's still going to take that alt back into a very, very powerful position, and if somehow they can create a crossfire off of this and be dynamic, Fur's going to walk into this. Tough position, back turn, they never knew it. Zywoo wants more of this. He's come back around. He wants to fight this. Good find from Cello. The man who won them their only round thus far is going to make this another 3-on-3 situation.
But I don't think Imperial really has a great picture of what's happening on the map to be able to make a call. 3-on-3, they're going to be happy about that. They hit the pause button. They let Vitality's defense shift and start to second guess. Start to let the information of their positions on the map be obscured. Looking for any information plays, any pushes. Zywoo alone at A with an AWP, and he's going to be the one that's called upon to stand tall. 3-on-1 at this bomb site. Dupree and Spinks are parked at B. This is all on ZywOo.
You can taunt him all you want. He's better than that. ZywOo's gonna go right back into the face of the crowd with that. A no-scope on Fallen as well. Vinny with the trade, but finds himself a man down after the AWP went off inside of the site. Back turned, inside of the smoke, trying to play this. He'll go up on top of the box. They're both coming from the same position though. Vinny's gotta be so careful on this. He still doesn't know it. Only one M4 fired. He looks for Dupree, they backed off. That's gonna create space, but now they know where he is. He finds the first, not the second.
Cruise out to a strong first half. Aggression down middle. Apex wants the challenge, taps away, and Vinny jiggles into it. ZywOo steps up next with the AWP. And that aggression dissipates as Apex and Dupree rotate back to the B bomb site to shore up defense there, bring an extra body to make sure there's strength. They're gonna re-aggress.
Oh, bolts. Oh, I was about to say he's looked away at the wrong time. He actually almost got a lineup when he turned back around, but it's not going to amount to anything in the end other than his life being lost and a two-man deficit that they have to overcome. They do have HP in their favor, but Magisk positioning on the stairs at the graveyard, and Collins the last alive in the last. Oh, you think Liquid, huh?
Do you?
Yeah, is that who you're thinking?
You can throw their hat in the ring.
Yeah. No, they've got this guy called NaV who's really good, so makes perfect sense.
Yep, fair play. Vinny's gonna lead the way up banana. Top fragger for Imperial with 7 kills.
ZywOo, good shot on Vinny. Turns away from the flashes, knew exactly when to take the aggression back toward banana. Fallen left with 53 HP.
And ZywOo's starting to show presence everywhere on the map. We've seen him peeking down mid, we've seen him on rap side, we've seen him in banana, we've seen him in halls. He's been a number of different positions, and Imperial have not been able to get a good read on where that AWP is located. You're exactly right. This spread from Vitality is insane. ZywOo with 15. Spinks is the lowest fragger on the team with 11. And all Imperial have left is a B set piece and execute onto the B bomb site. But there's counter utility. Apex still has a Molotov to drop as well.
Shots out. Spinks, Apex collecting for 2. Crossfire for too powerful and no responses. Not even any damage yet. Finally there is. They'll get a kill from Bolt.
That crap Sunday.
Well, there's your references, Jason. I know it's a reference. I'm trying to find out what it was. Couldn't remember. Doesn't matter. Fur and Vinny finally get, an opening. Cello's going to add to it. Imperial maybe getting a second round, before the half, as Cello even finds Magisk at range. It's all on to Spinks. Bomb's going to enter. Fallen will put that down.
Well, 2 is what Imperial will walk away with at the end of the first half. It's going to be 13-2 in the favor of Vitality. And again, it's not even enough to even begin to have the conversation and lean towards any positives that Imperial could make this comeback happen. But at least it's something,
It's 1 and 13. It's 13-2 for Vitality. MC and Rushley giving us our camera angles today. Not so much in a rush this round, although Spinks is speeding things up as he gets 2 kills walking around in front of Boiler. It's Apex to get Vinny down. Watch for Fallen. Good response. Can't find the second inside of the smoke, and as he oversteps the mark, it's ZywOo that will put him down, and the bomb in the hands of Magisk will be planted. It's just bolts. And as he gets toward live.
Oh my lord.
Okay. I was going
to buy. They have to invest into this. They have to invest every single round.
Bolts. Backs off of it. Deagle to work with. Nades from the damage from the nades. I'll say that in the correct order. Do a little bit to ZywOo and Dupree.
Nade's still throwing you for a loop, huh?
Ah, dude, even with, yeah, I don't want. Valve, can we just remove nades for my sake, please?
Yeah, whenever Matt plays, we need to take, or Cass, we need to take nades away.
Yeah, just wait until I play the, that's how I'm going to lose to Team USA. I'm going to nade myself or something.
Probably.
I'll pull a Moxie and throw a decoy that blows up and kills me.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. I'm there for that. Fur's got an opening kill. Apex is taking a lot of damage from a Deagle at Coffins, and Fur peeking, jiggling at the spawn choke point. Magisk has gone down, and back to the A bomb site we go. Vinny is waiting. Fallen and Cello doubled up on Rap side. Plenty of utility to deploy to take this safely. They might want to activate a little bit of a Hulls pop. Well, that defensive smoke is perfectly timed to dissuade them. It seemed like Dupree was sliding into position with that MAC-10 to jump out of Hulls. That option is taken away from them. 28 seconds on the clock.
Dupree setting the smoke out in front of Library. Spink's already peeking that direction. Fallen makes the first. Zywoo down. We saw a similar shot from him, and he's going to follow that up. Apex falls. Damage. Spink's falling.
47. No mercy rules in Counter-Strike.
Absolutely not. Used to be even worse back in Cal days when you were expected to play out so that at the end of the year you had a plus-minus tiebreaker situation that wasn't just assumed.
Yeah, that sucked. I remember those days. Let's not go back to it.
Yeah, those were rough.
We had some of those in the early days of CSGO as well.
Yep, that is true. And if anyone doesn't know what I mean by play out, I mean you would play all 30 rounds. This could have ended potentially 27-3, for example. And when you're on the 3 side of it, it just makes it a long, frustrating,
drawn-out process.
Yeah.
I bet it'd be fun to be the guy with the drum. Double kill from Cello.
Yeah, he's beating the drum right now. Cello, he's going to find a third. Collecting kills in the anti-eco. Down goes Apex.
Give him
Ace
the
for Cello. Pulse. No, he's going to steal it. Soften him up. He could have backed.
See if they can get this crowd to yell themselves into exhaustion.
Yeah, some of these people might be coming to every single game over the next 2 weeks. Not going to have any voice left.
We're coming to every single game over the next 2 weeks.
Are we? Well, that excites me, Jason. Apex is going to take down Bolts. Not before he found Zywoo, however, and the push continues as Fur will fall into line by taking out Magisk and then cover off the line towards T-spawn. They have to go back over toward the arch to try and get away from that, and Apex tagged on to 16 HP. So they know it has to be alt mid. They know they've completely shrunk the map. Fur's even going to check to make sure no one's going to flank him from the underpass position.
I like this from Fur.
There we go.
Just get some confidence under your belt, baby. Digits. That's a perfect call for this defense. Set up in lane. A Hulls pop can wrap around him. Vinny, blinded, has to look away.
Looks away, but they didn't spot him. Up close. Oh, he's missed the shot on Zywoo. Now he's in trouble. They're going to surround him. Zywoo goes back out. He hits it. Cello trying to make up for the loss of that position, but they've already crossed 2 inside of the site. This is a tough position for Imperial to now find themselves in. Now is an opening kill they could have used. Bombs drop. Cello stepping up again.
Apex has that lurk, but Fur is so aware. He says a Hulls pop requires a player in middle for utility. I know there's going to be a lurker at some point, and boy, does he read it perfectly.
Fur's looking like he's starting to come into this game. His teammates giving him a bit of space, and that's the experience. You're absolutely right to know what that situation requires. It's the bomb down. Zywoo will hold off in the pit. Spinks goes to the corner of the site instead. Retake execution starts with the incendiary that burns Spinks alive. He's low on HP. Fern fallen. There you go. 2 legends together will take back the site. 14-6. AWP. Vintage as he looks down toward mid. Apex has already bypassed that position though when he's gotten in toward. Nice shot. Just saw the lag and Fallen nails it. gonna say in toward banana for Apex, but he's solo in that position. He goes back toward middle now to join his teammates who have lost Dupree.
We thought they were dead in the water. Still a little bit of life here from Imperial. Long path back. But as you mentioned, Fur started to climb up that scoreboard. If you start getting some of that vintage Fallen alping, this gap can close. There's a good shot from Fallen. It's just pistols are going up against, so don't get too excited, but defense is looking strong.
Cello again as well. He's
taunting ZywOo specifically.
Oh, they are, and they were earlier as well in that situation in the site when he hit the no-scope and silenced them quickly.
Insane? Don't do that. Don't waken the beast. Let him slumber.
It's a guy who says he doesn't care about pressure, and you're just trying to taunt him. He's probably going to love it when he upsets you. We did it last time. Remember that no-scope on Fallen? Fallen this time, though, nails Apex. Top side of banana covered off. He's stuck at the sandbags, but does have support. The smoke goes down. That'll be his escape plan. Should he elect to use it right now, he's going to stick around. If he fired through the wall, whoa, there was a chance he could have had Magisk. Dupree's been spotted. Cello wins that duel again. He's looking solid, up to 15 kills. He and Fallen leading the way right now by quite a margin. For Imperial, oh my, ZywOo had to fire through a teammate, still did it, Fur's gone.
Yeah, almost took Magic's head clean off. Yeah, Cello has been the driving force to get Imperial going in this second half, and that's when you're seeing the life out of Fur, the life out of Fallen now. But Cello's been a beast, and Fallen's got another second kill in the round. And Magisk has 30 seconds to consider his options.
Hey, ZywOo, I want you. Well, you got him this round. Magisk forced to save. It'll now be 6 in a row and a 14-8 scoreline. Is pressure a thing against a team like Vitality? I think, again, we always say.
Then we find out what the pressure truly means. Imperial just 6 rounds away now. Fur with the utility kill. Bolts with the utility kill. And it adds an M4 frag on top of it. And Imperial's defense looking solid. They look like they finally settled into this match.
That's exactly it. Keedstar's early Luminosity lineup.
Fallen and Boiler with the AWP. It's been impactful in these past few rounds. But one mistake and it's all gone. One mistake and it disappears.
And that's the pressure of it, but you don't think about that right now. And you need Fallen to be the sergeant right now. You need him to keep you composed, tell you not to overextend, not to overcommit. But keep playing the game they are, because right now it is working. Bolts, this time toward Coffins. Not as much aggression on Banana, so a bit more of a passive stance defensively. And Fur will have to confer with Bolts and set this crossfire.
Ooh, Fur peeks first. Defensive smoke, surely that's going to be thrown out. What a kill from Dupree. Huge headshot onto Bolts. And how does Fur want to play this one? He's got to do it passively. He's got to just spam.
They're going to push him. They're going to push him. They knew it. If they knew if he wasn't boosted, then there couldn't be a rotation, because that's the obvious play. You go for the boost. Fur didn't have anyone to work with. They lost the site too early, and as soon as he had to reload, that was an obvious push.
Oh, and Spinks is going to make sure everything is taken away. Imperial has all the money in the world, so they're going to go for this. But this backstab from Spinks is the insurance policy. This would have to be so clean to negate his position.
And that's why no one's peeking right now on Vitality. Oh, Fallen! How did he know? He turned it around. And Vamos from Vinny. He's going to rush to the site. It's ZywOo that holds. He's been baited out on one shot. Tello holds the angle. He's being picked apart. Oh, but he hits an incredible no-scope, but he's not done there. You want ZywOo Brazil? You got him.
And that's why you don't do it. That's why you don't wake the slumbering beast. He's shut you up cold in your own house.
Tello didn't want to peek him. He knew that could happen. He knew the situation.
He was trying to bait out a second shot, running out of ammunition as well. Oh, man. What a read from Fallen. This is so sick. Talk about experience. Talk about one of the all-time greats.
This is outrageous.
Yeah, ZywOo just shows him it's time for the new true Samba CS until it's torn away. Jello, he's been so good, gonna be called upon again, but great utility. Apex picks up the pace.
So a standard smoke and then Molotov covered off in the same position at the pits, but it's small pit they have to play. Cello wants out. Vinny did one. Got one to at least give him a chance to swing, but it's not enough. It's on to Fallen. 1 on 3. And the last round will haunt them because this looks like the end. Admirable effort from Imperial, but Vitality, too much. He'll go to his AWP, as you'd expect.
Yeah, the fight back, it's awesome to see, but it's one of those things that just makes you wonder if they've been able to have a little bit more room if they